So, people are really, really upset about this Mass Effect 3 ending. There's all this controversy, there's all these things going on, and, you know, it's not a problem that you don't like the ending. It's okay. I don't like the ending to a lot of things either. It's fine. But, to go on Twitter and to go on all these other things and say that the people who wrote the game should be fired or, you know, put to death or something like that, that's a little, I don't know, extreme.
Ending for Mass Effect 3 is fucking terrible. How could they write such a shitty ending to their own fucking game? We need to make them change it immediately, and I know the perfect name for this movement. Take back Mass Effect.
This movement that everyone thinks is so big is not actually all that big. It only really accounts for a
So small and tiny.
small percentage of the overall, all the people who bought the game. The movement is called Retake Mass Effect.
Take back Mass Effect.
As if, you know, you owned it to begin with, right? You know, you wrote it. You didn't write any of that. In fact, the guy who wrote it probably feels like crap right now. Imagine you put your heart and soul into a game. You wrote it. You wrote it all out. You think, this is great. People are really going to love this. And then 50,000 people tell you you should be fired. Or, you know, they have to change what you wrote because, you know, it's their game, right? They made Mass Effect. You guys didn't make Mass Effect, alright? Even if you don't like the ending, even if you don't like the ending, you still have to respect someone else's vision. Just because you made a character in Mass Effect doesn't mean you own Mass Effect. It doesn't mean that you have the right to tell BioWare to change the vision. The whole idea of retaking Mass Effect, or believing that you are somehow entitled and that BioWare somehow owes you something, is absolutely ridiculous. You know, even if you don't like the ending, that doesn't mean you didn't like Mass Effect 1, or Mass Effect 2, or the rest of Mass Effect 3 up until the ending. You know, the fourth Indiana Jones movie was pretty shitty.
Oh man, my Indiana Jones collection came in. Good. Shit.
But that doesn't mean I hated Raiders of the Lost Ark and Temple of Doom or Last Crusade. Doesn't mean I suddenly was like, you know, let's never watch these movies ever again just because I saw this fourth movie and it is terrible. I think it's funny that people think that this movement is huge. They think it's really big. It's not very big. Last time I checked on Facebook, the movement was 53,460 people. Now, that seems like a lot of people. It's a whole bunch of people waving their arms around, pissed off. In fact, they estimate that on the first day, mind you, this is only the first day Mass Effect came out, 24 hours, the game sold 900,000 copies. If you only take the amount of people that bought that game first day and take the amount of people that are on this movement and maybe let's just add another 20,000 in, you know, just for the hell of it, because, you know, why not? Because there's probably more people that haven't even signed this petition. It still only accounts for, wait for it, 6%. 6. Not 60, not 66.
6%!
One digit, 6% of the entire population of people that bought that game, only on day one, are complaining. What about all the other people? Either they haven't signed it, or they don't care, or they haven't beaten it, or maybe they're grown up? Maybe they are, I don't know, mature. Now let's go back to this writing thing. Let's suppose you wrote a game, a whole game, and not just the ending, okay? Don't think about the ending right now. Don't even think about, like, I just want to rewrite the ending, because not only do you have to write the ending, you have to write all the characters, all the character storylines, all the splinters. You have to write the good side, the bad side, the in-between. You have to write every single scenario that would ever happen in Mass Effect 3, all by yourself. And you have to try to incorporate all of the old choices that people made in Mass Effect 1 or 2. Even doing that, without even thinking about the ending, is such a staggering task. They have the gall to go on Twitter and say that the writer's incompetent. People don't understand that Mass Effect is the most ambitious project in gaming ever. Ever. I've been playing games for years and years since I was a child, and Mass Effect is the most ambitious project any game studio has ever tried, and they actually succeeded. It's not like they finished Mass Effect 1 and they were like, that was hard, how are we going to do Mass Effect 2? That sounds even harder. Fuck that! They didn't do that. They finished. And that means something, you know? So honestly, all you people in the Retake Mass Effect movement, you never owned it to begin with, alright? And just because you don't like the ending doesn't mean you have the right to tell BioWare what to do.
Rage